Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my hypertrophy focused leg day 2. So without further ado, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so starting off the leg workout, I just like to do some really quick warm-up sets. I like to do the goblet squat for my warm-up sets. Now, some of you may know if you watched my top 3 best and worst quad exercises, you know I didn't rate the goblet squat too highly because it's very hard to progressive overload. But as a warm-up, I think it can be a great exercise just to get everything all pumped up. And then I move into my first set of the belt squat. Now, I like the belt squat instead of the regular barbell back squat because this will take most of the pressure off your lower back. And I actually like to do this with a deficit, so you can't actually see it with this angle, but I will show you guys another one. So I like to do it. I stand on like 2 bumper plates just so I can get a really deep stretch in the quads, get that knee flexion, a little pause at the bottom, and I also like to hold on to the lever arms just to give me some stability. And I'm not actually like pressing up in it. I'm not helping myself that much, except for like my last 2 reps. I may, like if I know I can't get a rep, then I will use my arms just to help push me up a little bit just so I can go that much past failure. Very, very fatiguing exercise, but also a very great exercise to build up your quads and your glutes. I know some people do feel their hamstrings on this, but for me, I don't really feel my hamstrings on any kind of squats, and the science also supports that. But of course, you know, that's just my anatomy. I know some people, I know like Greg Doucette, he always feels his hamstrings when he does squats, so he does that. But for me, don't feel hamstrings on this. Definitely a quad and glute exercise. And again, pushing it really hard, and then I actually failed and I actually got stuck. Here's a different angle so you can really just see the depth that I'm getting. You want your calves to touch your hamstrings. Of course, if you can't do that, you want to go as low as you can. I would say a minimum, or parallel at minimum but if you don't go to parallel, it's still going to be better than nothing. But if you want to get maximum quad growth, you gotta go deep and all the way down. You gotta get in that stretch position, and definitely don't cut those reps shy, because if you have to do half reps at the bottom if you can. And if you don't have the flexibility to do that, I would definitely try doing some stretching or some mobility work to really help you with that. And as you can see on the rep there, I actually went pressed up with the handlebars just so I could get the weight up easier, and then I'm just holding in the stretch position, and then I fail and I slide out just like that. It's a little bit complicated to get out of there when you go to failure, but I do. Very good exercise, great quad pump, would highly recommend it. And then I like to move over. So we just hammered the quads and glutes. Now we're going to hammer the hamstrings and glutes. And I like to do the dumbbell RDLs for that. I go moderate reps with this. And I prefer the dumbbells to a barbell when I do my RDLs, because with a barbell, you kind of come up really short with the floor and you can't stretch as far down. You can fix that if you go on like a deficit, but I didn't really have time. I was in a bit of a rush for this workout because I had to go do something right after. But I personally prefer dumbbells, and also the barbell can like scratch on my shins. So definitely for me, dumbbells the way to go with RDLs. And I go to failure there, and then I just drop the weight. And I also like to superset this kind of with the standing calf raise. I like to superset, or I alternate. I don't actually like superset because after I do the RDLs, I still take like a 2-minute rest, but instead of doing another set of RDLs, I will just do the calf raise instead, because when you're doing the RDLs, you're not working your calves, and when you're doing the calf raise, you're not working your hamstrings or your glutes. So I think it's a great exercise. I just pair them together just to save on some time. Obviously, you guys don't have to do that, but I prefer to, just to save time. And also, we want to get a very deep stretch on the bottom of this calf raise. If anything, as you can see, when I hit failure here, I'm doing the partial reps in that stretch position. Calves, a very weak muscle for me, so I definitely got to do those partial reps. And then after that, we're going to be doing some leg extensions, and I do also superset the leg extensions with hamstring curls, because again, when we're doing the leg extensions, our quads are working, and when we do the lying leg curls, our hamstrings are working. So when we do the opposites, that will give each muscle a great time to rest. And I go more high reps on leg extensions, except for my last one where I do a drop set. Then I will go a little bit heavier, but it's still not like when I mean higher reps, I mean like 10 plus. Or like mostly I would say actually 15. 10 is probably moderate. I would say low reps is anything lower than 8. And again, I'd like to do partial reps. Partial reps are honestly my favorite way to just grind out and push harder in a movement. And like I said, I superset that with the lying hamstring curl. Now, I would actually recommend you guys use a seated hamstring curl, but I don't actually have one at home, because there were many studies showing that the seated hamstring curl can lead to quite a bit more muscle growth than the lying, because when you're seated, your hamstrings are pre-stretched, whereas when you're lying, they're not really stretched at all. So I would definitely say seated hamstring curl if you guys have one. I don't have one, so I'm doing the lying one here. But when I do go to the gym, actually I'm going to be going to the gym a little bit later today in about an hour, and I'm going to be hitting legs, and you betcha I'm going to be doing the seated hamstring curl to get that stretch. Partial reps again at the end, and you obviously want good form. Make sure to control that negative. I can't stress that enough. That is so important. It's even more important than the concentric portion. And then to round it off, we got some Bulgarian split squats. Personally, I hate this exercise, but it is a very good exercise. This thing, honestly, I mostly feel the Bulgarian split squat in my glutes. Unpopular opinion, I know. Most of you, it's probably more so people feel it in their quads, but for me, I get a tremendous stretch on the glutes. And the reason why I don't actually like the Bulgarian split squat is because you got to do it unilaterally. But I do think it is a great exercise. So if I do them, I'll just use them as a finisher, just to burn out my whole leg, primarily the glutes. And I'll just do like a set or two right at the end. I'm pretty sure, in this workout, I only did one set. And that is because not a big fan of this exercise, but it definitely is a great exercise. So if you do them, expect to see some great gains, because I do not love this. No, it's a great exercise, but I hate it. Very fatiguing, but it is amazing because it absolutely destroys your legs. And of course, at the end of the workout, you got to be doing your cardio around 30 minutes. Burn 200 calories, and this is also the full workout on screen. If you guys want to copy it at home, or just take some exercises from it and implement it into your own workout. And that is gonna have to do it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.